Throws it into the end zone, one-on-one, Moussa Berry. Massa Berry.
Mo Berry.
But the Hilltoppers string together 21 unanswered and win it 35-16 over New Mexico State.
Has been really aggressive in this set, is denied. Knox now cannot be.
There was a lot of last night. There was a lot of plays like that. Block at the net.
Coming up, we have Hilltopper football, where they go head-to-head against a longtime rival.
And Coach Hudson is preparing his team for the final slate of regular season play.
Also, the sneakers are on the court as the WKU men's and women's basketball season is in full swing.
Stay tuned for some high-action sports next on The Extra Point.
Pass is called, one-handed grab. Are you kidding me, Dalvin?
Dug him with space inside the 10. Looks to break the tackle, and he breaks the end zone.
But we'll keep it on the ground with Wales. Not only will he get the first down, he'll get the touchdown and the championship.
Use it for Rogers for three for the win. Western Kentucky does it great.
The grass is red in Kentucky. Holy moly.
The Hilltoppers are champions of Conference USA.
Welcome to The Extra Point here in Studio 2. I'm Jacob Fox alongside Kris Allen, and boy, do we have a show for you today.
Absolutely, Jacob. I'm glad to be back in the studio. You know, we're in the heart of the season where, you know, football's wrapping up, and now it's basketball season. So glad to be on the show, glad to see what today takes us to.
Exactly, and volleyball. They're playing super good, and they're wrapping their season up. But Kris, let's get this show kicked off with our top 5 plays of the week.
Absolutely, Jacob. Starting off at number 5, it's Nathan self-serving the defense, finding the gap for 6.
I mean, look at that cut. He's going, into the end zone. I mean, what a play from the kid.
I mean, he cut up and just found the end zone. It was nothing but daylight. I mean, he's a great runner, number 1 for a reason, jersey number you found him. I mean, that was great. W play right there.
I see what you're saying, and Greenwood got to the second round of the playoffs. But at your number 4 play is Tia Schelling with a little sidestep, and then green bean from deep.
Absolutely, Jacob. I mean, is she a long lost, it's like, sibling or something of the Swash brothers?
So she's actually their sister. Their younger sister,
oh,
yes.
Younger.
Yes.
Not cousin?
Not
like,
cousin, no. She plays for WKU. She is their sister.
Oh, sister. Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. I guess it runs in their lineage. That was all, what?
It does.
Green light, Sprite. I just might. Coming in at number 3, it's Kyra Knox laying down the hammer.
Anytime she steps on the court for the Hilltoppers, she is going to create something. And look at that play. That is extremely impressive from her.
Absolutely. I mean, she's young and she's athletic. Anytime she's on the court, the other team needs to call 911 because you are in trouble. You are in trouble.
At the number 2 spot, Armello Boone snatches the ball and then dribbles that thing down the court, and guess what time it is? Yam time!
Oh my goodness, look at that play right there. I mean, he's great for the Hilltoppers off the bench. I mean, he had a 3 late in this game and a dunk that kind of just gave the Hilltoppers some momentum, and after that, it was nothing but red.
And all that momentum led them to a win against EKU on the road.
Absolutely, Jacob, but at number 1, the best play of the night, it's Lamar Jackson. Wait, no, it's Trevi Barber juking defenders left to right. I mean, Jacob, I think that man is allergic to white.
I indeed think he is allergic to white, and he's breaking tackles like Derrick Henry. I mean, does he play for the Ravens wearing that gold and purple?
I don't even know, but look at the end of this play. Put in his life on the line right there. I mean, he is a team player. He just does everything the team needs from him. He's great.
Yeah. Kris, what was your top play of the night?
You know what, Jacob? I think I'm going to have to go with the Armello Boone throwdown. And, Jacob, he's only 6'4", and he's getting up like that. Like, he's jumping out the gym, yamming it on top of defenders' heads.
I mean,
ain't that what they do? Head top?
Head top?
Ain't that what they do?
Head top?
Ain't that what they do?
Everybody? Yeah, my favorite play was probably Trevi Barber returning the house call because it was a very boring game. I was there, and then crowd gets into it, Bowling Green gets into it, and Bowling Green moves on to the second round of the playoffs. It was an extremely impressive play from the kid.
Absolutely, Jacob. That was great. Love to see it.
Great top 5 plays, but there is a new statue on Western Kentucky's campus, and it is none other than head volleyball coach Travis Hudson. Coach Hudson has coached on the Hill for 31 years and has resurrected the WKU volleyball program. Coach Hudson has been outstanding on the Hill with a record of 802 and 239, 15 NCAA tournament appearances, and 14 conference championships. He has earned a statue on Western Kentucky's campus for his dedication and success with the volleyball program. So, Kris, what are your thoughts on Coach Hudson's new statue?
You know, you just love to see it. A coach like him, he's been here for, 30-plus years, before we were born, before we were even thoughts. Like, he's been here for so long, coaching, putting in the work, and you just love to see it. I know, a few weeks ago, he just got his 800th career win. You just love to see a team like that. But next is a segment that might stir up some trouble. All ears. This take will have you dazed like a deer in headlight and have your mama clutching her pearls. It's all ears. Loading the 2007 New England Patriots, undefeated, and who's also undefeated? The South Warren Spartans. But can head coach Brandon Smith be the Bill Belichick of his team and take them to the promised land? I believe so. This 6A powerhouse can hurt you in multiple ways, whether it's the passing of Campton Page, the two-way downhill threat at Caden York, or their elite lockdown defense. This team is the real deal. Not just aiming to make it to state, but to win it all. Unlike the 07 Patriots, the Spartans have already beaten one of their 6A giants in DuPont Manual, which is a top 10 team in the state. But they will also have to take down other 6A giants like Trinity and St. X. This team has shown championship pedigree all season long, holding teams to an average 13.7 points per game and scoring 43 points a game this season. The Spartans have shown they are elite, no matter if it's putting the ball in the red zone or guarding it. This team won it all in 2021 with the leadership of Brandon Smith, and I believe they can do it again.
So, Kris, I'm going to disagree with you. We are going to go to the 502, and you brought them up already, the Trinity Shamrocks. I believe this team, they're the back-to-back 6A state champions. South Warren's coming in, trying to gain the throne, but I don't think so. Trinity is 9-2. They're 8-0 in 6A. They're outscoring 6A opponents by 41 points. That is extremely impressive, and they have players like Zane Johnson with 2,000-plus passing yards, 37 touchdowns and only 3 interceptions. They've got a running back like Jamarion Berry, 8 rushing touchdowns, over 600 rushing yards. And their receiving core is young, but insane. 4 receivers with 350-plus yards and 3 receivers with 6-plus touchdowns. The defense is insane, too, with 9 points per game allowed.
I feel you, Jacob, but we're in the 2-7-0. South Warren, I believe they'll do it all. They have Caden York, Campton Page, and Jake Carter that are in top 20 in 6A football in their respective categories. That's all you can ask for. If you want passing, rushing, or throwing, you got everything.
We will see how South Warren does in their first postseason in 6A. But up next, the clash that's raged for generations and many miles apart. It's the longtime rivalry between Hilltopper football and Middle Tennessee State. Next on the Extra Point.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving.
I definitely can't drive.
Okay.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again, then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Looking over the middle, looking downfield, in stride, it's Middlebrook. Touchdown, Middle.
When you play a game like this, it doesn't matter what records are, and I know they will play their best brand of football, and we need to play our best brand of football if we want to win.
Middle and a catch. Cam Lacey in stride, touchdown.
Welcome back to Studio 2. We are talking all things Hilltopper football and their big rivalry against Middle Tennessee State this Saturday. 100 miles of hate, a rivalry that returns to the Hill, a game like no other in Conference USA. Western Kentucky versus Middle Tennessee State. 111 years, 1 month and 4 days ago, on October 10th, 1914, a rivalry was born, creating an annual tradition of pure hatred and grit on the gridiron. Players put their legacies on the line. Two teams separated by 100 miles of pure hatred. Every time these two touch the field, the stakes are raised, the level of play goes up, and war will take place. Coach Helton understands the rivalry. On a 6-game winning streak against the Blue Raiders, looking to make it 7 in the 75th meeting between the two. This Saturday, Western Kentucky is looking to stay in the Conference USA title race, but Middle Tennessee State looks to play spoiler and turn a season of hope into a season of what if for the Hilltoppers. Both teams are on different paths this season, but anything can happen when 100 miles of hate hits the field. So, Kris, what's your take on this rivalry?
You know, Jacob, I am really excited for this game Saturday. You know, 75th all-time meeting between the two teams. You know, you just love to see how they keep this rivalry going for all over the span of it's been a lot of years, Jacob.
It's been a lot of years, and in those 74 meetings before, WKU is 38-35 against Middle Tennessee State, but they do have one tie in there. So this series has always been competitive, and Coach Helton, 6-0 against Middle Tennessee State, riding that 6-game winning streak. That is extremely impressive. But after looking at the history of this rivalry, this year's matchup is no different. Tell me, Kris, what does this Tennessee State team look like?
You know, Jacob, they aren't really the best team. You know, they're second to last in scoring in Conference USA. They're second in opponent points given up at 32 points a game. You know, this team isn't that great. I just really hope the Hilltoppers take them serious and not, you know, blow this game, because this could be a trap game for the Hilltoppers. The Hilltoppers can get comfortable and, you know, kind of blow this game away. We know the defense has been a question, so I just really hope the Hilltoppers take this one serious.
Exactly, and we talk about the trap game. We've talked about it all week. With 5 one-score games Middle Tennessee State has played in, and they've lost 4, and they've won 1 of those one-score games. And that game was to Nevada, who WKU also beat in kind of a close matchup. So anything can happen when 100 miles of hate hits the field, but there's one player that is taking over the helm at quarterback. Talk to me about him.
It's Roman Gagliano subbing in for the injured Nick Vadiato. You know, he just got injured, late scratch. You know, Roman Gagliano, he's a redshirt freshman. You know, he has gotten some play time this year. He played against FIU, you know, so he is kind of experienced, not really too much, but we'll see how he does against WKU.
Yes, it is his first collegiate start in his collegiate career. In 2024 and 2025, he is 12 for 26 with 135 passing yards and 1 touchdown. But this kid was a dog in high school, 5,000 career passing yards, and he was a top 100 quarterback in his class. He is extremely impressive, and he can hurt the WKU Hilltoppers in many ways if WKU does not prepare for him well.
Absolutely, Jacob. You know, I think one of the things is we've been talking all season. WKU, do not let your defense, you know, just not take things serious. Make sure you don't let him get comfortable, because we know he's a redshirt freshman, so there might be some woes he might experience. You know, it's his first collegiate start. So, you know, we'll see how he does this season. But coming up next, we have Hilltopper Volleyball as Coach Hudson and his team tries to finish off their season in good fashion.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here.
Wait.
What?
I can't drive.
Why?
My.
Oh.
Now we look up and we have 2 to go. This week at Liberty should be a huge challenge for us, but you know, we've whittled away at this thing and we're down to 2, and if we can find a way to get 2, then we're guaranteed at least a share of the regular season championship.
For WKU with the point.
Welcome back to the Extra Point. Last week, WKU Volleyball played against the Delaware Blue Hens, in which they swept them in the first game and won 3-1 in the other. Jacob, what was so special about this matchup?
So what was special about this matchup is it was kind of a tale of 2 days. So on Friday, it was a very tight 3-1 win. The first 3 sets, WKU against Delaware, pretty competitive. Last set, they blew them out. But on Saturday, they put the broom on the ground and just swept them into the dustpan. It was unbelievable. 25-16 set 1, 25-12 in sets 2 and 3. Extremely impressive Saturday for WKU against Delaware.
Absolutely, Jacob. I mean, for me, what I see in this game was it was an all-around good effort for the Hilltoppers. I mean, they had 3 players with 10-plus kills, Knox, Skidmore, and Izzy Vanderweely. Also, the defense was there. Abby Schaefer, Taylor Barron, 10-plus digs in this game. So, you know, I believe it was really good for the Hilltoppers. All-around great game.
Yeah, and if the core keeps playing like this, they're going to do great in the Conference USA postseason. But the player who was big for the Hilltoppers was Izzy Vanderweely. She played incredible. A .522 attack percentage, 13 kills, 17 points, and a lot of blocks on Saturday.
Absolutely, Jacob. She is really good for the Hilltoppers. Listen, 10 kills in both of the games, 10-plus kills in both games. That's all you can really ask for. She's dominant. She's very dominant. Also, she's good defensively, too. 5-plus blocks in both games. So, Izzy Vanderweely, that's all you can really ask for, and she's performing. 5.22 attack percentage. You know what I'm saying? She is really just – she's holding it down for the Hilltoppers.
She is, and if she keeps playing like this with the other stars on this WKU volleyball team, this team's going to be hard to beat, not just against Liberty, not just in the Conference USA postseason, but in the NCAA tournament, they could make a little run.
Absolutely, Jacob. And listen, you love that the Hilltoppers are doing good. I know it's their last week in the season, and you want to be playing your best volleyball close to playoff time. That's really great.
Exactly. That is an extremely good take. But now let's take a look at what Coach Hudson has to say ahead of their matchup against Liberty.
Well, they're a lot like us. They're super young. They're freshmen, sophomores like we are. And, you know, they're interesting. They have 3 of the most talented offensive players in the league. And, you know, everybody knows the ball's going there. They're throwing the ball there, and they're still scoring there. It'll be a big challenge for us defensively to try to find a way to get them stopped. I don't think this is a weekend where you'll see it be a defensive struggle. I don't think it'll be both teams holding the other to a really low number. I think it'll be a bit of a slugfest this weekend. I think it's 2 pretty talented offensive teams that are probably going to have some problems stopping each other a little bit. And, you know, and we just have to find a way to control them a little bit.
The Hilltoppers look to get another win this weekend against Liberty. Kris, what will WKU have to do to win this game?
You know, I just feel like the Hilltoppers just need to play their game. You know, don't get sped up. Don't slow down. Just play your game. You've been great all season. Like we said earlier in the show, Travis Hudson, you have a really good player. A really good coach in Travis Hudson. You know, he's really great. This team, they're top 5 in points, assists, in kills, so they aren't a really bad team in Conference USA.
Exactly. They are kind of middle of the road in all Conference USA statistics, but this team can get the job done when they need to. They're 20-7 on the season, 8-6 in Conference USA, and they have players like Jenna Otis, who is 3.31 kills per set, which is tied 6th in the conference, and Allison Bierwagen, who is 0.43 service aces per set, that's 5th in the conference, and 7.15 assists per set, which is 6th in the conference.
Absolutely, Jacob. But a player that the Hilltoppers will have to watch out for is Paige Overcast.
Exactly. 357 kills on the year. That's 5th in Conference USA. 395.5 points. That's 4th in Conference USA. And on Liberty's team, she is tied first for sets played with 109. She is going to be on the court, and she is going to try to create a problem for WKU.
Absolutely, Jacob. 6'1" sophomore. She's young. She has a lot of time to, still get developed and be probably the best player she can be. She's great offensively, 4th in points in Conference USA with 63 blocks. So whether it's offense or defense, she has everything. But I also believe that we have players like Faith Young, Kyra Knox, and Izzy Vanderwilly that's, at the net, and they can contain her.
Exactly. And let's look at those errors. 108 errors. She's going to make a mistake, and if WKU can force her to make enough mistakes, WKU can win this volleyball game this weekend.
Absolutely. I think they just can't give them back. Like you said, she's going to make errors. Just don't make them back. Just play a complete game. It's playoff time. It's a pretty good season for WKU volleyball. But coming up next, the WKU basketball season is in full effect. Get the latest here next on The Extra Point.
Bring it.
Time out, guys. I'm late to dinner. My mom's gonna kill me. Catch you guys later.
Mom wants us home. Okay. Bye, guys. You guys need a ride?
Sure. Yeah. All right. How about some one-on-one?
I gotta go eat, man. Sorry, I'll see you later.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Grant Newell motors all the way to the goal with authority. Grant Newell has 7 for the lead. Yes, Moore splashes it. Driving on Williams, out of the corner, Boone, bang again. Threw it away again, back-to-back turnovers by Williams. Here comes Boone, bam! Make it 8 in a row, Doug, and watch this one.
Welcome back to The Extra Point. The WKU basketball season is here, and the Hilltoppers had a convincing win against Eastern Kentucky. Kris, what did WKU do so well in this matchup?
You know what, Jacob? What they did well to me, they were passing the ball. 15 assists in this game. That's really good because early off in the season, you want to develop that chemistry. You want to develop, you want all of that to flow because that's what builds good teams. You start it off early, and you build on that. 15 assists in this game. It's Hank Palona's second year coaching the Hilltopper, so he's getting more settled in and it's his second year, so he'll be good.
Yes, and to take a look at some of these stats, the big key to the WKU's win was turnovers. EKU 14 turnovers, WKU only 3, but WKU forcing those turnovers. 11 steals for the Hilltoppers with 1 for EKU. Extremely impressive game. Yes, they do need to fix some things like being more dominant down low. EKU with 7 blocks and shooting 21% from the three-point line, not so great.
Yes, Jacob, you just love to see that from the Hilltoppers. But the player that has got the job done for the Hilltoppers is Tegan Moore.
Yes, Tegan Moore was a dog for the Hilltoppers. 22 points on 8 for 15 from the field, 6 boards, 3 steals. Extremely impressive day from the kid. Going to be a really good player for the Hilltoppers all season long.
Absolutely, Jacob. You know, he's a returner coming back for another year. He's 6'5", Luka-type guard. He can get it done however you want him to. He can score like we see on the graphic, 22 points per game, 6 rebounds, and he gives you defense, 3 steals. So you just love to see that by Tegan Moore. Hopefully he can be the guy for the Hilltoppers and keep that going on.
Yeah, if he keeps it rolling, and with other guys like Armello Boone, who's a 6-man performance in that EKU game, this team is going to be extremely impressive. But Tegan Moore leading the company into wins like this one really helps WKU out.
Absolutely. He's starting off the season strong, 19 points per game, 7.5 rebound, shooting 50% from 3, Jacob. You just love to see that. He's a marksman. 48% from the field goal. He's starting off the season really strong.
He really did. But let's go ahead and hear what head coach Polona had to say about this Hilltopper victory.
We got to get a lot better. Obviously, I like that we were able to pull the game out towards the end there. I think we showed a lot of toughness and grit and will to win in the last 4 or 5 minutes. Definitely positive that we were able to still communicate and play together and play smart to be able to execute and to make sure we get shots up and to continue to play through the ups and downs of the game while playing smart and together and aggressive. Just trying to figure out how to effectively score from both inside and out. We got which are normal things you got to keep improving at. So, but obviously, just to be able to dig down deep and win the last 4, 5, 6 minutes of that game, I thought was a very big positive for our team.
Tennessee State comes to Bowling Green to face the Hilltoppers on Sunday. Kris, what does Tennessee State do well?
You know, Tennessee State, they're a guard-heavy team. They have 4 guards that are averaging 10-plus points this season on 20 minutes played. So you just, they're a guard-heavy team. They have depth, so, it'll be a challenge for the Hilltoppers to see if they can, combat that. But, they haven't really played a lot of competition this season, and when they have in Belmont, they lost. So, we'll see how the Hilltoppers, go against this team. They get to the line. That's a big key for this team. They get to the line. 18 free throws that game. They move the ball, 18 assists. So, Jacob, this is a pretty solid team.
Yes, and they've played 2 non-Division I teams. They won both those games. One game by 51, the other game by 38. This team is extremely impressive. But the player the Hilltoppers will need to keep an eye on is Aaron Nkrumah.
Absolutely, Jacob. He's great, 17 points per game this season, shooting 85% from the line. He's 42% from 3 and 45% from the field goal. So speaking of marksmanship, that is that right there. You just love to see it.
He's doing a great job being consistent in his shots and with the points per game, the rebounds, especially the rebounds, because 5 rebounds per game on a team that's 4th in the country in rebounds, extremely impressive. Keeping the rebounding up, keeping the scoring up, and keeping the defense up too, because he's also just averaging under 1 block a game. He's a dog for this Tennessee State team.
Yeah, Jacob, he is a dog. He's coming into this game shooting high splits, so, you want to just minimize him. Maybe not just let him get comfortable. Maybe deny the ball from him. Maybe, don't let him catch the ball. Don't let him get settled. Move the ball around him. Just don't let him get comfortable, because as we see on the stat sheet, he's a guy that can shoot the heck out the ball. He's really good. So we'll see how the Hilltoppers can defend him.
Yeah, we will see, and they're going to have to switch up some defenses against him. But he's a super impressive player for that Tennessee
Absolutely,
State.
Jacob. But next, there's more WKU basketball, but this time it's the Lady Toppers coming up next on the Extra Point.
don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
You gotta stop with that depression stuff. That's what white people think.
You all right?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
You've done the hard part. You quit smoking. Now do the easy part and get scanned for lung cancer. If you smoked, you may still be at risk, but early detection could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
That could be an option in the future, maybe. Jumper inside 5 is good by number 5, Maya Pratchett. Kadir takes it herself down the left side of the lane with the left hand. Top of the key 3, yes.
Have a night,
Now 45-36. So like the top of the key comes right back to 3. She's got a hot hand.
This past week, the Hilltoppers got a big overtime win in Ditto Arena against Wichita State. However, they are without a starting key guard, Trinity Rowe, out with a hand injury. Jacob, you know, you just hate to see that starting off the season with an injury. She's a starter, so that messes up with the rotation and ultimately messes up with the team chemistry. You know, you want to get that down pat early off in the season and start to build on that towards playoff time.
Exactly, and losing a starter is really tough when you're trying to build a rotation, especially when you get her from another school in Southern Miss and you bring her over and she gets hurt. It just sucks to see, but let's see what Coach Collins has to say about Trinity's recovery.
Range of motion stuff pretty soon, and then I know that the plan is, as she progresses, is to reduce the size of her casting or protection, and so we just gotta let her heal. However, whatever it takes, what it takes. In the meantime, we gotta get ready for Indiana State.
Week, Kris, what did WKU do well in this game?
You know, the Hilltoppers, they did a lot of good things, but I want to shout out Tia Schelling. She played 43 minutes this game. She scored 20 points and 6 assists. Also, Tori James, 16 points, 5 rebounds, and she got to the line 14 times, Jacob.
They were, and I'll talk about WKU down low, they were dogs in the paint. 7 blocks for WKU to Wichita State's 3. Out-rebounding Wichita State with 43 boards to Wichita State's 36. And at the line, WKU got to the line 30 more times than Wichita State did, and that helped them in a comeback victory, winning it in overtime.
Absolutely, Jacob. One of the big things I loved about this game was in the second half, they outscored Wichita State 51-39. So that's a testament to how gritty this team can be.
Yes, having grit is extremely impressive, especially after losing to Longwood by 38 points in their last matchup. Being down and then being able to come back and have no momentum whatsoever is extremely impressive and helps build momentum for the season to come.
Absolutely, Jacob. I mean, they have 4 players in this game that had double figures. They shot 40% from the 3. The defense was there, 7 blocks, 5 steals. So that's really all you can ask for. And Jacob, you love to see that early off in the season. A nice, gritty overtime win. You just love to see that. That was great. Really great.
And exactly. I'll shout out another player, Jennifer Silva, 17 points. 10 boards, a double-double, and 4 blocks. She was a beast in this game for WKU and really helped them propel WKU to a win with Tia Schelling.
Absolutely, Jacob. That was great.
But the Lady Hilltoppers face Indiana State in their next matchup. Kris, what does this Indiana State team look like?
So this Indiana State team, they're well-rounded. 4 players averaging 10-plus points. So you like to see that. They have depth. They have scoring. So you will have to play. You have to be on your A game defensively. Also, they have Amiri Flowers, 12.5 rebounds per game this season. I mean, they're going to have to keep her off the glass because I'm pretty sure a lot of those rebounds are second-chance points. So, you know, you really have to just play a complete game.
Exactly. They're 1-1 on the season. They score 77 points per game, and they allow 68 points per game. And they're rolling into this game with momentum, especially against Eastern Illinois, winning that game 90-69. Extremely impressive game from them there. And there's a couple impact players, but one player is J.C. Allen. She has 16 points per game with good shooting. But another impact player is Tierney Kelsey. Talk to me about her.
You know, Jacob, she's really good for this team. 18.5 points per game on the season, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. So she does a little bit of everything, mainly scoring. Also, she's third in scoring in the Missouri Valley Conference. So I think this is the game plan, Jacob. I think this is the game plan. You don't let her touch the ball. Maybe throw some blitzes at her. Put her in, maybe a box and one. Deny the ball from her. Make her sit in the corner. Because she's a dynamic scorer, 18.5 points per game. So I think there's multiple ways you could do this. Maybe you get a little zone and box and one her.
Yes, for sure. And she's had a bad shooting performance so far this year with 46% from the field, which isn't too terrible, but only 12.5% from three. That is not the best percentage. And WKU, keeping her around the perimeter, can very possibly take her completely out of this game and make other players on Indiana State have to step up in this game.
Absolutely, Jacob. I like what you said right there. Keep her on the perimeter because she's 12% from three. So she probably does most of her damage inside or at the free throw line. So if you just keep her outside, like I said, throw some blitzes at her, box in one, deny her the ball, maybe get in 3-2 because she's a shooter.
Exactly. And Indiana State's going to come in trying to beat WKU, but stay tuned. Next is a fan favorite segment, delay of game, next on the Extra Point.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving.
I definitely can't drive.
Okay.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Welcome back to the control room's favorite segment, delay of game. Now, if you do not know the rules, here are the rules. Each contestant has 40 seconds to argue their points without interruption. After the timer is up, it's fight time. Today, I'm joined by the man that walked the earth with the dinosaurs, Alec Fouch and Orion Taylor, where we are talking all things NBA. For our first topic, who is the most disappointing team in the NBA? Alec, you're up first.
Well, I'm going to start us off with a team that we have all known and some have loved over the past 2 seasons, and that's the Boston Celtics. These guys, obviously without Jason Tatum, probably for the entire season with his leg injury, they've really relied too heavily on their bench, and their bench play has been weak so far this season. Obviously, they have to rely on Jaylen Brown through this 5-7 start, and just like his thinning hairline, this bench and this team is thinning as the season goes along. I mean, the only guy I can look to that's actually done well is a man who looks just like Jacob Fox, and that's Peyton Pritchard. I mean, the buzz cut phenom on the court. That's the only thing they have going for them.
All right, your timer's up. Your turn.
Good take, but let's be real here. It's the Dallas Mavericks. I mean, come on. They're the bottom of the West next to the Pelicans. How are you next to the Pelicans in the West? It's awful. Not to mention every starter is shooting their career worst. And their sixth man, Clank Thompson, he's shooting more bricks than anything I've ever seen. He's building a retirement home for him and you to move into. It's pretty impressive. Not to mention the fact that they just traded a superstar away for an out-of-shape Anthony Davis who has yet to play this season. That's insane. And then you're relying on a 19-year-old rookie, Cooper Flagg, to lead you, and he's doing a great job, but he can't do it all. He can't do everything. He's shouldering all their weight, and it's just getting worse and worse as their season goes on.
All right, time to fight.
No, it's
not a bad take.
Dallas Mavericks.
I'm going to have to not hate on you here because I agree that the Dallas Mavericks are
awful.
Trash.
They're awful.
So basically,
they are beyond bad, but they're
getting
worse
a
than the
little better
Celtics. It's so obvious
they fired
too.
Their GM,
The Celtics
Nico
got no
Harrison.
chance.
Obviously, Nico
I mean,
was
look
the
at
scourge
the
of the
Dallas
earth
Mavericks.
for
They have
Mavs
no
fans.
chance to
Everybody
even
knows
crawl
this.
up into the
You
West.
need to stop
When
speaking
Tatum comes back,
when an
it's
older
good.
man. You need to respect your elders, okay?
I respect some
authority.
elders, but not you. That's for sure.
Boston is
When Jason
terrible.
Tatum comes back, there's a good
Jason
chance.
Tatum's not coming back this year.
Odds are he will.
He's
I've
not
seen him
coming
work
back
out.
this
I've
year.
seen him
His
work
knee
out, and he is
hinged
more than
like
okay.
Paul George's ankle. That man is not coming back.
He will
this
come
year.
back, and when he
I'll
does,
tell you
they will
what,
at least make
I'll
the
tell
play-in.
you what,
Guaranteed.
the Mavs fans may
Even
be
without Jason
purgatory,
Tatum, they
but
might make the
Celtics
play-in.
fans have not a
No,
lot to
it's
fight
it's
for.
the Dallas Mavericks.
For our next topic, who is the Rookie of the Year? Alec, you're up.
Well, I'm going to have to go with the man, the myth, the legend, the Philadelphia 76er, VJ Edgecombe. He looks like the second coming of Anthony Edwards. He's out there playing like Michael Jordan. I mean, the Sixers literally drafted Michael Jordan. 15 points per game so far this season to about 4 assists, so he's been very solid overall, playing some solid minutes for the Sixers as, you know, a young guard/forward combo coming into this league. For him to be able to get this amount of minutes and have 34 points in his very first NBA game is far, far more impressive than whoever you are about to say.
You're up. Don't disrespect anyone like that ever again, and especially not Cooper Flagg. I mean, the dude is averaging 15 points per game with 7 rebounds alongside 2 centers and Anthony Davis if he ever decides to play. That's pretty impressive. And he's carrying the weight for this team. He is averaging at least enough to get them wins, and they've gotten 3 so far, which is awful, but he's got 3 wins. And they put the ball in his hand to succeed every time. I mean, odds are if no one's gotten a bucket in forever, Cooper Flagg is going to have the ball, and they have done that so far, even in the clutch, and it's been great for him. Great as 3 wins will get you, but I mean, it's getting far enough for him. It's just a bad team and a bad situation for him to be in, especially in his rookie year.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you there. A bad team, a bad situation, and a bad pick for Rookie of the Year.
Pick.
I mean, obviously, he can't rely on fatty Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis gained about 100 pounds in the last offseason.
No,
these guys are terrible.
And VJ Edgecombe is relying on a dude who never plays, Joel Embiid.
Oh, well,
it's
almost as if he has Tyrese Maxey in the gang all around him to hype him up.
He's got more than enough help to get him where he's at
obviously,
right now.
Cooper Flagg
He's
has no
got
help. That
solid
means he can't do it all himself. If you want to win Rookie of the Year, you have to have a good amount of guys around you who are able to play and move the rock. If Cooper Flagg keeps bringing the ball up the floor, if he keeps being the main ball handler
in Dallas, no one else
yeah,
will be
obviously,
good there.
that's why they keep letting him be the main ball handler, and he's like 6'11". He should
Is
not
that
be
a
the
proof
main
of
ball
why VJ
handler.
Edgecombe isn't going to have the ball then?
VJ Edgecombe should have the ball. He's literally Michael Jordan reincarnated. I mean,
I doubt that.
I don't know what.
I sincerely doubt
you
that.
think
he's
the guy with
Jordan
the kid with the
reincarnated.
goatee from Maine is going to be better than the kid with the greatest origin story of all time?
No, he's not winning it.
That topic doesn't matter. This topic does. Our last and most important topic we've ever discussed on Delay of Game. Will the GOAT, will the King, LeBron James retire after this season? Alec, give me your take.
LeBron's going to retire, buddy, and you better take that to the bank. LeBron is not coming back, all right? I am Cassius Thunder Fouch, and I want you to understand that LeBron has no chance at winning another championship. He will not get a max contract because who's willing to shell out over $200 million for a guy who's about 45 years old anyways? And he has a massive potential contract offer from ESPN as an analyst here coming soon. Now, you know that is going to happen. You know this man likes his money. He's a billionaire. LeBron James, billionaire, owns a soccer team out in Europe. You think he's going to pass up that $600 million contract that ESPN is going to put on the table? No way, buddy.
You're up.
I wasn't expecting that, but no, he is not retiring at all. And it's clear he's not going to retire. I mean, he's still playing at the same level he was playing as a rookie, averaging 24-8-8 last year at 40 years old. and still looks great. And odds are he's probably going to want to play with his next son. I mean, there's a pretty good chance he's going to do that. I mean, we all know Bronny didn't pan out to be much of anything, and he likes the attention. If the man's going to retire, he's going to announce it. He's going to have a farewell tour. I mean, even Chris Paul's getting a farewell tour, and Chris Paul hates attention. He's going to want to have all the attention on him as he retires. And he has a sciatica right now, so he's not going to have much of a farewell tour when he's missing the first half of the season. And not to mention, it is LeBron James. How are you missing the fact it is LeBron James?
Fight it out. Fight it out. Fight it out.
That jersey is
That
about
is
20
LeBron.
years old. The
Killed it
last
for-
time I
Nah,
turned
I
on
got
my
you.
body cam was when you got that
That
jersey,
is-
buddy.
I know,
I'll tell you
and
what,
that's proof that he will still keep
He
playing.
has no
There is no
shot.
chance. Sciatica is
Cleveland
not
fans
stopping
were
him.
burning these jerseys 20 years ago. You don't even remember that, dude. You don't even remember
No,
the
I can't say
decision.
I do.
you remember the decision? You
Did
know
you
what I
help
mean
draft him?
when I say the decision?
Were you in
don't
the
even know what
studio
I'm
helping
talking
draft
about, do
him
you,
when you were
buddy?
there and everything,
Well,
huh?
let Cassius put you on to
Cassius
something here.
Thunderfouch.
Cassius is going to
He
tell
helped
you
for-
that LeBron
There
James
is
is
no
old.
chance.
He spends a lot of money
don't
to
matter
keep
if
his
he's
body
old.
in shape. But guess what?
And he is
He's
aging
spending too much.
gracefully.
He's spending
He
too
is
much.
aging
That
gracefully.
red light
Can we have this
therapy ain't
camera?
doing
That is the
nothing for
opposite
him.
of
That
aging
red light
gracefully.
therapy
That is
isn't
the
going to do a
exact
thing for his
opposite.
aging,
LeBron
aching,
is the man.
arthritis
Look at that
bones.
perfect hairline.
Stop talking. Don't go anywhere because we have another delay of game. This time, college football is up for debate between Ian Blandford and the fifth-year Alec Fouch.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What?
I can't drive.
Why?
My.
Oh.
Welcome back to yet another segment of Delay of Game. This time we're joined by some random guy we drug off the street in Ian Blandford, and probably the oldest active student in our university, the campus fossil himself, Alexander Thomas Fouch. You guys know the rules, 40 seconds each, and you get 40 seconds to duke it out. But for the first topic, will UK football be bowl game eligible? Ian, I'll let you start.
I'm going to have to say no. The next time you're going to be able to see Kentucky is probably when Fouch is probably going to be about 40. It's going to be a while. But, yeah, Kentucky has no shot. They have 3 games left in the season, and 2 of them are against ranked opponents in Louisville and Vandy. They have no shot at all beating this team. And then you have a freshman quarterback in Cutter Boley, who's so new to this game, I don't think he's going to be able to have the guts or the ice in his veins, you know, really to actually be able to finish the game and get them bowl eligibility. And then you have Mark Stoops, one of the most mid coaches in all of the SEC, who got carried by Liam Cohen and Will Levis. It's really sad to see Kentucky be able to stick with this man for like 7+ years. Like, how do you even stick with him for all this mediocrity?
All right.
It's sad for Kentucky.
You know, I can't. My place as a Kentucky fan, especially a Kentucky football fan, diehard Kentucky football fan, I wouldn't have completely disagreed disagreed with you earlier in the season, but now it is Cutter Bowley's team, and UK will be hunting a bowl game. Music City Bowl bound, baby. Someone let them know, because they are 4-5 going into the postseason. 3 games left. Cutter Bowley is the spotlight. This man went to my high school, and there's no reason that he shouldn't be the SEC Freshman of the Year as a redshirt freshman. This team has games against Vandy, Louisville, and Tennessee Tech left. They're going to win out, and they are going to get their money up.
All right, boys, let's
Yeah, I don't
out.
want to hear any of that. There's no shot Kentucky's going to make it. Come on. You got Mark Stoops, man. He sucks.
As our backup
There's no
quarterback,
shot.
Zach Calzada
You guys wish you had
once
Jeff
said,
Brum.
You just need to get your money up, buddy, all right?
Hey, you know what you need to use that money for?
Cutter
Retirement
Bowley.
fund.
All right, DJ Miller. All
Hey,
right, Mark Stoops.
retirement
all right?
home. Pills. Medication. That's
What
all
is
you're gonna
this
need
guy
for your old
talking about?
butt.
Hey, see
okay?
the money spread? See the money?
See the money
this is what
spread?
NIL
Oh,
money
you're
does
gonna
for
use
you,
all
buddy.
this for your retirement
You need to get
fund.
your money up, Garrett.
Oh, I
You need to get your
need
money
it.
up,
All
Garrett.
your
That's what Zach
medication.
Calzada said. You need to get your
I
money
need it for my
up.
hernia. Oh, my back.
my gosh.
You're gonna give off for that back medication, you old man.
Oh, my goodness.
He knows nothing
I'm
about
sending him
ball,
right to
so all he
retirement
has
home
to
with these
do is
takes.
come at my
He has
appearance
no
and my
takes.
age because he has no ball knowledge whatsoever.
Okay, all right.
Kentucky's not gonna make it.
All right.
He had to throw out money.
Ian, all right. We hear you guys. Let's move on. All right. The second topic, will Ohio State or IU have the best shot at the Big Ten title? Ian, let's hear it.
Well, first of all, I'm going to have to say Indiana, okay? Let's go Hoosiers, man. Hoosiers, one of the best teams in the entire Big Ten, probably the best team in the nation, I believe. You've got Fernando Mendoza, one of the best quarterbacks in the entire nation. I think he's going to win Heisman, actually. He has 26 touchdowns and 5 interceptions and a QBR of 88.1, 4th best in the entire nation. And then you have one of the best coaches, I believe the best, Curt Cignetti. There's nobody like Curt Cignetti. He literally sent Indiana to the championship playoffs, college football playoffs, in the first year. It's wild how great he's done in his first 2 years of coaching Indiana.
All right, you know,
Indiana will get it.
I was just making sure that I look good before I say the next take about our previous national champion, the Ohio State Buckeyes. The Ohio State Buckeyes obviously are going to win the Big Ten championship. I mean, when in your right mind have you ever heard a single soul on planet Earth say that the Indiana Hoosiers are winning in anything besides basketball? Julian Sayin is the Heisman this year. You need to be quiet. Like I said to Orion, respect your elders. Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate, one of the best dynamic wide receiver duos in the country, and they've got Ryan Day. I mean, I think he actually might beat Michigan this year, okay? Ohio State fans, you heard that. And, you know, I think they're going to have a great shot at taking down Cignetti because he's never won in the big moments.
All right, good points. Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Curt Cignetti's won.
Who have they played?
Who have they played? They played so many great competitions. They've played Illinois. They've played Penn State. They've beaten so many great teams. What are you talking about?
The Fighting Illini of Champaign, Illinois. You know why the town they're in is called Champaign? Because they're drunk on the field.
Guess what? I've never been to Illinois before in my life.
Indiana, Curt Cignetti, great
Curt
coach.
Cignetti will out-coach Ryan Day. He will run numbers around Ryan Day. Ryan Day is okay. He's nothing like Curt Cignetti. Julian Sayin is nothing like Fernando Mendoza. Mendoza's going to have ice in his veins, destroying Julian Sayin. You got nothing. What?
They have the Heisman candidate.
Yeah, they play Notre Dame. Okay? Hey, it's a new team. It's hard to work with the first year. It was impressive to get in the playoffs in the first place.
Okay.
They're not as good as last year.
Yeah, that goatee's looking pretty bad on you right now, buddy.
Okay, we are moving on. We are moving on. Last topic. Which group of 5 team will make it and appear in the college football playoffs? Ian, let's start with you.
I'm going to go with the James Madison Bulldogs. Okay, one of the best teams in all of Group of 5. James Madison, literally 24 in the AP poll, undefeated in the Sun Belt. The only loss was to Louisville. It's like really impressive. Ever since that loss to Louisville, they have been undefeated the entire way. And now, with their total defense, they stand 12th overall in total defense, and their rush offense, number 8th. They have had 2,000 total yards of rushing offense, with their leading rusher average 700 yards. And don't look away from me. Or do you listen to your old-timey music? Oh, you are my sunshine.
Ian, you have 5 more seconds to talk.
Sunshine.
Oh,
you make
is it my
me
turn yet?
happy.
Excuse
old
me.
man's stupid.
I didn't realize it was my turn yet. I thought he had more time
He
left.
has no
but he had
takes.
nothing left to say. And, you know, that's because
I have
the
everything
team
to say.
that you need to look out for, right, is going to be the Tulane Green Wave. That's right. My hairline looks like a tidal wave, and these guys are coming in with the tidal wave out of the American Conference this year, all right? Got to make fun of myself a little bit if I'm going to be funny. Apparently that's the only thing you all know how to be funny about. And John Sumrall, one of the best coaches in Group of 5. He's probably going to be a coach in the SEC in the future. Go Cats. The GOAT. They have wins over Duke and Memphis. Jake Retzlaff, 10 touchdowns to 3 interception ratio. This team just keeps getting better as they go along, keeps getting better with Coach Sumrall, and they're going to reach their peak this year.
You know, the last time Tulane even was in college football playoff contention, it was back in 1932 when you were running the Prohibition right here. To put the camera on this, look at this. Come on. The last time you were actually good, the last time they were actually in college football playoff contention, you were a little bootlegger with the little bootlegs.
Is that my Venmo profile picture?
Possibly. And you were doing some bootlegging. You were with the Prohibition times. You know, this is where you were when Tulane was actually winning. Okay, look at it. Look at the tapes. Look at the tapes. You got no comeback. You're done. You're finished. Go in the retirement hold, you old man. Go home.
Okay.
Go home.
Okay, don't do unk like that. Don't do unk like that.
Go home.
Okay. All right. But that's all we got left.
Home.
All of the delay game, we got tuned in for a fan favorite segment. Oh, come on.
Tulane's done.
Bring it. Time out, guys. I'm late to dinner. My mom's gonna kill me. Catch you guys later.
Mom wants us home. Okay. Bye, guys. You guys need a ride?
Sure. Yeah. All right. How about some one-on-one?
I gotta go eat, man. Sorry, I'll see you later.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Welcome back to another fan favorite segment.
Oh, come on. Last week on 2-7 overtime, Espen made some interesting animal noises.
Yeah, I went out and shot this game, and I was very impressed.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
He's a dog.
Watch the big games, top plays, and so much more tonight at 11:15 on 2-7 overtime.
That's all we got for you. Tune into next week's production on Extra Point. Both, it's up and it's good.